Hey, what's up guys? mltmagictricks here. So in today's video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you this really cool no setup card trick that involves these two decks of cards here. This one will get great reactions from all of your spectators, so I do recommend you stick around to learn this one. But before we get into the performance, I just want to make sure all of you guys enter the $100 Amazon gift card giveaway I'm doing on the channel in honor of reaching 200,000 subscribers. All you need to do in order to enter is be subscribed to my channel with those post notifications on, leave a like on this video and comment something you like about this video or my channel in the comment section below, and I'm going to be announcing the 10 winners in a video at the end of the month, so make sure you guys do enter. And now let's get straight into this performance. Okay, so I'd start off this trick by asking my spectator which one of these two decks they want to begin with. It can be either one of the two decks, so let's say my spectator wants to start off by using the red deck here. So I'd go ahead and take out the pack, hand the deck over to my spectator, and they could just shuffle up the cards as much as they want to until they are satisfied, because there is in fact no setup to this card trick. So at this point, I would tell my spectator just to spread out the pack face up on the table, and I would tell them to take out the two black aces from the deck. So we have right here the ace of spades and the ace of clubs, just like this. Now with the two aces isolated, I could just give the deck back over to my spectator, and they could shuffle up the cards even more if they want to really mix up the pack. Now at this point, I would tell my spectator to spread the deck face down this time, like so, and then take the two black aces and just sandwich one card from the deck. It can be any card they want to, so I would tell them just to place an ace to the left of a card and then directly to the right of it, like so, isolating this one card right here, sandwiching it in between the two black aces. So we're gonna go ahead and square up the pack here, and I would just show my spectator that we do in fact, have the two aces right here sandwiched in the deck, and we're gonna go ahead and just square up the pack and place the deck off to the side with the two aces sandwiching one random card from the pack. Now guys, we're gonna go over here to the blue deck. I'm just gonna take out the cards, and I could give this pack over to my spectator, and they could shuffle them up, the cards, as much as they want to, and then until they are satisfied. So once my spectator's done shuffling, I would ask for the deck back, and I'm just gonna spread through here. And I would show my spectator that all the cards, in this deck are in fact different. There's no duplicates, no gimmicks, nothing of that sort. And I'll even go ahead and just give the cards some cuts here like this, really mixing up the pack. And I'll give the cards one final riffle shuffle as well. So guys, at this point here, with the blue deck completely randomized, I would tell my spectator just to cut anywhere they want to. So let's say my spectator wants to cut right here, and I would tell them just to mark the cut like that. Now guys, we're gonna go back over to the red deck here, and we're going to take a look at the card that my spectator decided to isolate. So we're going to go ahead and spread out the cards like so, and we're going to go right here to the card that my spectator sandwiched with the two black aces, and the card that they decided to sandwich was the two of diamonds. So we're going to go back over to the blue deck, and keep in mind here guys, my spectator shuffled this deck. They could have cut anywhere they wanted to, and we're going to take a look at the card that my spectator cut to. So the card right here that my spectator cut to is not just any card, it should be the two of diamonds, just like that, to match their selection in the red deck. So guys, that is the card trick. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and if you want to learn how to do it, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that performance, and now let's get straight into the tutorial for this card trick. So all you're going to need for this trick is two decks of cards. I recommend you guys use decks that have different colors, so a blue and red bicycle deck work perfectly for this trick. But if you don't have two different colored decks, it really does not matter. You just need two decks of cards. So you're going to start off by asking your spectator to choose one of the two decks to begin with. If they choose, the red deck, it does not matter, or the blue deck, you're just going to hand them the pack that they choose to start off, and you're going to tell them to shuffle up the cards as much as they want to until they are satisfied, because this is in fact a no setup card trick, which is really great. So you guys, can do this trick anywhere, anytime, as long as you have two decks of cards. So once your spectator is done shuffling, you're going to ask them to spread out the cards face up on the table. So once they have spread out the cards face up, you can tell them to remove the two black aces, the two red aces, or just, any two face cards with the same color. I like to use the two black aces for this trick, but honestly, guys, it does not matter. You just want to tell them to remove two cards that go together, quite nicely. So the ace of spades and the ace of clubs work perfectly. So once your spectator has removed these cards, you can tell them just to square up the deck and even have them shuffle it one more time. And I would recommend you guys have them shuffle it up one more time from here, just because you do not want them to think that you were doing anything suspicious there while they spread out the cards face up, because you really are not. It does not matter. From here, they can shuffle up the cards as much as they want to. So I do recommend you guys have them shuffled up one more time. Now, once they're done shuffling, you're going to tell them now to spread out the cards face down like this, and instruct them to take the 2 cards and just isolate 1 card from the deck. So you're going to explain to them that they are going to place one of the aces, in this case, to the left of a card, and then 1 to the right of it, just like so. And make sure they outjog it just about an inch, I'd say. That is a perfect, amount that they're going to outjog the card. And like I said, guys, it can be any card they want to from the deck. And for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the card they isolated, because this will be helpful in the tutorial. So in this case, we have the 5 of clubs. And obviously, guys, while you're performing this trick, you do not need to look at the card that they isolate. So at this point, with the 2 aces outjog, you're going to square up the pack like this. And now, guys, this is where the entire move of this trick comes into play. So once you have squared up the deck, you're going to turn the pack face up like so, and get a grip here on the deck. And you're going to basically kind of turn the deck straight up and down like so, showing your spectator the 2 aces that are face up like this. And I want to credit magician Martin Gardner for this move here, because you guys will see here what happens when you push down on the 2 aces like you're squaring up the deck. Check out what happens. You push them down, the card that was in the middle there of the 2 aces actually reveals itself just like this. Now, guys, that it didn't come out too far here, so you can only see a 5. And in order to have the card come out a little bit more like that, I recommend you guys outjog the aces just a little bit more. When your spectator's putting them in, just so when you push them down, the card comes out a little bit more, so you can see the identity. And guys, at this point in the trick, angles are extremely important. Make sure you're not just holding the deck like this, or else your spectator will see. Make sure you hold it up and down, and just have the card come out just a little bit like that, so you catch the identity and just square it up really casually like that. And now you know that your spectator's card is the 5 of clubs. So once you know the identity of your spectator's card, you're going to go ahead and place the deck off to the side, and you're going to go to the other pack here. Have your spectator just shuffle it up as much as they want to. It does not matter. Now at this point, you're thinking in your head, 5 of clubs, 5 of clubs, 5 of clubs, the card that was in between the 2 aces, because while you're spreading the deck face up here, you're going to be looking for that 5 of clubs, and you need to control that card to the top of the deck while you're spreading out the deck face up. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So you're going to tell your spectator, okay, I'm just going to show you that all the cards here are different. You're looking for the 5 of clubs. You're spreading through. Okay, you see the 5 of clubs right here. You're going to push it over, and then you're going to need to get a little break here in between the 5 of clubs and then this random card, in this case, a 10 of clubs. So you're spreading through. You're going to go ahead and put your index finger in there. As you're spreading, you're showing your spectator that all the cards are, in fact, different. You're going to come over here with your index finger separating the 2 cards. You're going to, as you square up the deck, you just now need to get a pinky break like this, separating the deck from the random card and their selection. Now, at this point, all you need to do is perform a double undercut. You're just going to go ahead and transfer this to a thumb break. And all you're doing here, guys, is just doing a double undercut from the break like this. In this case, that was a triple undercut. It does not matter. You're just going to go ahead and cut all the cards from the break. And what you've done there is you've controlled the card right here to the top of the deck, in this case, the 5 of clubs. And if you do that, you practice that move, it will look completely in rhythm to what you're doing with the trick, because you want your spectator to think you are just mixing up the cards there, because it looks like it, obviously, if you're just cutting the deck, but in reality, you are controlling their selection right there, the 5 of clubs, to the top of the deck. Now, at this point, you just need to force this card on your spectator, use any card force you want to. What I did in the performance was quite simple. All I did was I would just tell my spectator, cut the cards wherever you want to, and we're just going to mark the cut, but you're going to tell them just to turn the deck sideways like this. But obviously what you've done there is you've just made them cut to their card right there on the top of the deck. And I would recommend you guys do a little bit more of a complex force if you're performing in front of an attentive spectator or like a big group. But if you're performing just in front of, a lay spectator or whatever, they're really not going to pick up on what you're doing there. They will think that they're just completely cutting randomly into the deck. So either way, guys, once you have done that, or if you just, did a card force, keep the card isolated to the side. Or if you did this method, just keep this deck over there. And now you're going to go back to the other deck here, the red deck, and you're going to tell your spectator, you're going to take a look at the card that they had sandwiched at the start of this trick. So you go ahead and just spread out the cards face down. You can have your spectator go ahead and take out the card that they isolated. In this case, we have that 5 of clubs. Obviously, you did know this. You did see this card, while you're performing the trick. Now you're going to go over to the other deck here. You're going to tell your spectator to check out the card that they cut to, or the one that they chose. But obviously, you did force this card. Go ahead and tell them to take it out, and they will be absolutely blown away that they somehow cut to or chose the matching card in the other deck. And now, guys, that is the card trick. This one will get great reactions from all of your spectators, and I did come up with the method myself that incorporates this second deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, trick, and credit to Martin Gardner, like I said, for that, part of the trick, or this move that allows you to see their card. I'm just going to go over that one more time here, guys, really quickly. The most important move of this trick. So one more time here. You have the cards spread out. Your spectator puts the aces in. Right here, they isolate one card, just like so. Make sure they're out jogged. I'd say like an inch is perfect. Like this, you square up the deck. You turn it over. Make sure your angles are really important here. You're coming over, you're pushing with the other hand. As you push down, you'll be able to see that card right there. Make sure you kind of conceal it from your spectator. You push it in really quickly. Queen of diamonds, you're thinking. You bring it over to the other deck, and you go on from the trick from there and finish it off. So guys, that is the card trick. I hope everything I explained in this tutorial made sense for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. I do recommend you guys give this one a try. This one will get great reactions from all your spectators. It does have a very powerful effect. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. Make sure to enter the giveaway. Just like, subscribe, and comment. I'm going to be announcing the 10 winners at the end of the month. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.